And yes, I do notice my eye is doing the one big thing again today. Yeah, but we still cute. I know. I said that we were going to do looks. A look with these 3 and a look with these 5 right here. But we're going to do all 8 shades. Y'all know I got to do a lot of shades. That's just something I do. So we are going to put on Vanilla Mint chapstick and we're going to prime the eye. And then when we come back, we will jump into this look. We're mostly going to be using Esom brushes, and I did write out what we're going to do. Something that I forgot that I had not used yet was Notoriously Morbid Shadow of the Vampire. So this will be the next palette I think that we're going to use, and this is what it looks like. And I had it in a pile with palettes to use, but then I inadvertently put it away thinking I had used it, and I did not. I do not have foundation on because I have one NY11 under my eyes, which I'm really digging, by the way, and NY12 this area, and you can tell where it is because it's a tad too dark, but I do think that the foundation will cover that up. I still do like the Y10 for under eye, and I may mix that with the 12 with the NY12 here. I'm not sure yet, but I will be using them because I do like them all. So the first shade we're going to take is MILF, this shade down here, and I'm using this one. Picked up nice. Oh my gosh. And so I really just wanted to see like how these perform, and this picked up really quick, really easy. I tapped it in twice and I was prepared to put in some more work like I did for this row, but this row was fine. And so I need to determine after this look, is this a keeper or do I just go ahead and bury it? Because those shades be used in the last look. This is a pretty dual chrome. So you see here where it's like orange, and then when you turn, you can see it here where it's like orange yellow here, and then it's red here. This is ooh, all over the lid. Ooh, what about over a black base? Let me not get too happy because I don't know how these are all going to perform. So now we're going to take Inhuman Moth, if I could find it. Is this one right here? And what I did was, okay, this one, all right. I looked at it sideways and in the mirror down here to see what the shifts were going to look like. And so we're going to do the light to dark and see. And because these are shifty shades, they are just going to all kind of blend in, which I think will make the lid look very pretty. And so this does seem to have some yellow and gold in it. And that first shade had that gold type shift. So I do think, wow, this is pretty. I'm gonna miss this palette, and if it was still available, I would repurchase it. If they brought it back, I would repurchase it. The same with Natasha Denona Metropolis. When I would travel, that would be the only palette I took because I could get so many different vibes out of that palette. Yeah, that was one of my all-time favorite Natasha palettes. So these are these 2 shades. Oh my gosh, these shifts, y'all. Notoriously Morbid just does it for me. Now we're going to take Gimme Them Beans, this shade. So you're seeing orange there. When I look over here, I'm seeing this, like that gold type shade. So we're going to put this on. This one is picking up okay. So some of them seem to not be doing well, and some seem to be doing very well. So I need to, and I kind of feel like by the time I get back around to it, that it will just be done, that it'll be dead, because look how long it took me from that last look till now. You know what I mean? So, so we'll see. We will see. I am feeling a lot better about just letting things go. And I don't need to do a lot of blending because these are all blending in together, which is nice because of the different shifts. I am feeling better about just letting things go. And yeah, I'm excited about it actually, because I do want to get back down to my sweet spot. We're going to take this on this side of the brush, but the tip, and just kind of like feather up here. We did prime with the Fenty eyeshadow primer. We have Fenty brows on, Milk Hydro Grip primer. Y'all, this is done. I did pump some into an airless pump for my kit, so this was the remainder, and it was maybe like up to here, I think. I don't remember, but this is done. I kept pumping and I got all that I can get out of it, and so I'm excited that that is done. And so for the rest of the soft lit Foundation, I am just going to use the Soft Matte Primer. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. And I think it'll go well. Now we're going to take Phenomenon Nom Nom, this shade here. And this picked up nice. So you see like I don't know if you're seeing the purple. And then it's like a gold. And that's this shade. So these are just like all different kind of colors. So I love this palette. So we're going to put this over here. I am barely touching my skin. So far, the shades that we have used for this look have been nice. And yes, it's a light look. I know I hear you. You're like, but Dion, troll, sister girl, you like dark looks. I do. But something about these shifts though just get me. And it's very pretty in the packaging. But I do not buy makeup for packaging. And I know some people do, but I buy it for what's inside, and the packaging being bomb, that's just an extra. And so that is that. Y'all see I cut up my shirt. I could not last night, this morning, whenever it was. I told you I was going to be cutting it, and I did. We're going to take out another one of those brushes because I'm going to take, I don't know if this is going to look right, but we're going to do it anyway. I had this for transition shade because it looks like it's a matte, but it's not. It's a shimmer. It's only 2 mattes in here, Mason Monster and Booty Boy. And actually, I probably should take Booty Boy for, yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to take Booty Boy for, but then what are we going to do with that? So we have this shade, this one, and this one, and this one to use. Let's go ahead and take this. Let me just stick to what I was going to do. And this one picked up fine too. Y'all, so I'm thinking, I intended only to put those 4 shades on the lid, but y'all see. Y'all know I'm always switching up stuff. Not always, but. Oh, I hit my finger by mistake and got shadow on my finger. And it's not coming off on my cloth down here. Okay, yeah, it did. So we're going back in, we're tapping. This shade is not glittery. And it does almost look like a matte, but it's not described as a matte. And that is, you know what, it's fitting with the rest of the look, with how the shades are blending in together. So with that in mind, I could use this also for, look at those shifts, y'all. And I do see that is nice. But down here, seeing how the light is just like moving over those shifts. Oh my gosh, this looks like one big multichrome. Oh my gosh. I do kind of want to take that for transition shade. I have out these brushes. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, we did take Phenomenon Nom Nom Nom. Those were Esom brushes. This is a Sigma E31. I have 2 of these out, but I think this might be too stiff for what I want to do. But we're going to take some of 57 Chevy, and we're going to put this right here. So this gives me a lot of control because it's going to go, that's nice, exactly where I put it. My heat is on 50, no, girl, please. My heat is on 71 and I am sweating. I don't know if it's this light. This is the men's sweatshirt from Target, and it was their Hanes beefy long sleeve something or other. So it is thicker than some other long sleeve shirts that I have, and I purchased this to wear in the house. It came in a 2-pack and it was very inexpensive. And so I thought, you know, if it's too big, and women's shirts I wear extra large, and men I wear large. And this looked really huge. So one I washed them both. One I put in the dryer, and one I let air dry. This is the one that was in the dryer, and it was kind of tight. So I'm just like, okay, glad I didn't put the other one in the dryer. But I bought it for wearing inside, and when I go out, layer it with something else. So now we're going to take Booty Boy, this shade here, for the outer half of the transition area, and this picks up real nice. So we're going to see, I'm going to go lightly because just like with Mason Monster, it can go dark for this area for me. And so yeah, this brush gives me a lot of control, and so it's there but it's not. So we're going to just go straight in, tap off, and we're going to put this here. This blends nice with 57 Chevy, like right here. That blends really nice. This is a light look. I like it though. It's different for me, and I just like how all of these shades work together. I know the next look will be something. I don't know. What are we using next? I don't know. Lower lash line. I want to do something for brow bone like we did yesterday. So maybe we might take glowing peepers. Did this show up green yesterday? We're going to use this one for brow bone, because I did like how it was just excuse me, that straight line really close to under my brow. And this is the brush that I used yesterday for that. Actually, well, I wash brushes after every use, and so I left all the brushes out. I did take out extra of the Esums for lid shades, but all the other brushes were ones from the look we did yesterday. Okay, there is a space here between this shade and the transition shade. And so what we're going to do, we're going to take the brush that had 57 Chevy, and we're just going to, whatever's left on the brush, we're going to just buff in that space between the brow bone shade and the transition shades. And so that is what that looks like. This is like really murky, like a soft grunge type thing. We have on two of the Makeup Forever 210 brushes, I think these are. Yeah, and we're going to take the last two shades we need to use. Pleasant Legend for first half of lower lash line, and Premonitions for second half, but we're going to switch brushes. And so these would be all the shades, and so we are just tapping straight in. I do have lower lash lines and inner rims, NYX retractable eyeliner, and silver. The only thing with this one is that a lot of it is in my eyelashes. And I don't know how I feel about that. It didn't fall out into my eyes, but putting on a mascara will be a must just to get that eyeliner out of my brows. Not my brows, my eyelashes. And so and you know what it is? They're softer. The NYX are softer than the MAC ones. The MAC ones are a little more dry, but not dry in a bad way. Dry in a way that they stay a whole lot longer in my waterline than the NYX ones do. I am seriously sweating. You see this glistening? That's sweat. And now we're going to take Premonitions. We're going to tap straight in, and we're going to put this over here. I think I want to do a gray also for upper lash line, because that'll tie in with down here. And I'm already thinking to do an ombre lip, but I'm not sure because we have like so many colors going on the lids, even though they're dual chromes and multi-chromes. But it looks like a whole lot. I just got shadow in this eye. It looks like a lot going on. So believe it or not, I'm thinking of that House Labs Atomic Shaker Rosewood Shine, the one that's a nude on me. Believe it or not, I am thinking of that because we got a lot going on. This brush, we are going to sweep all the way over. This had this gray shade on it, but we're just doing this to just get a blend. Y'all, I am sweating. I wonder what my neighbor downstairs, his heat is on. So we use all A shades, y'all, and it doesn't look like it. That's a skill. We're going to say that's a skill. And all of these perform well. They really did. It was just this roll that we used yesterday that just, I was thinking this was going to be dead soon, but maybe not. So we are going to use this again, excuse me, in the not too distant future, because the PAO, I believe I had told you yesterday, was March 22nd this year. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go ahead and take out the gray MAC fluid line, and this is called Midnight Snack. We are going to put this on upper lash line, and I do not have a gray lipstick. That would be nice. So we are going to edit out putting on the Fenty Soft Lid Foundation, cashew powder. We're going to pick bronzer, blush, highlighter, finishing powder, spray the face. Let me take out now Lancome Sills Booster XL mascara base and the Lashy Doll from Lancome. And when we come back, everything will be done. Y'all, look at my under my nose area. I know I said everything's gonna be done. That NY12, it was a little too dark, and the Natasha concealers for me do oxidize. And so it was between being like a concealer and a color corrector for that area of my face. But putting the foundation on, like, I like this better than the Estee Lauder. I'm not gonna lie. And I did go into Sephora to swatch the Estee Lauder 4N with, against the Natasha, and the N12 was the closest, but it looked lighter. But I do know it oxidizes, and it did oxidize to me. It looked a little darker because I was able to tell where it was and where it wasn't. Whereas with the Estee Lauder E4, I can't tell where it is and where it's not around here. I am loving the NY11 under my eyes. Like I sit corrected. I remember I kept saying that the Estee Lauder, the PAO was 24 months, which it is. And I had said the Natasha Denona PAO was 24 months. It's not. The concealer from Natasha is 24 months. The concealer is 12. But I do believe I will use it all because those will be the only ones I'm using. And I am going to keep using Estee Lauder, which is like down to here. And I'm looking at the foundation. The foundation is down to here. Like, I am moving through this. This eyeshadow primer is like down to here, y'all. I be moving through, and I do believe it's because I only use 1 or 2 foundations in rotation and primers and stuff like that. But I'm digging it. Do we want to just stay here and finish the face? Yeah, let's stay here and finish the face. This is a cashew powder. I did this the other day too, didn't I? I think I may edit out doing upper lash line liner. We'll see where we are for time. That's how we'll do that. This is the cashew powder, of course, the only one I'm using right now. And I do have a backup of the Fashion Fair because I purchased it during a sale or something. I do have a 20%, no, I have a 25% off code from Fenty that they sent me in the mail, because I was thinking to not get the soft lit primer, the one that came with that, and just to use the soft matte primer because I do have backups of that from when they had a sale. So I do not need primers. But what I'm thinking of is once all of my backups are gone from the primer, because I think I have 2, because I used them in like 8 months. So I was thinking once all of those are used up, then just switch solely to the Milk Hydro Grip, which is 1.5 ounces versus the 1 ounce that most primers are. And because it would be the only one I'm using, I will use it up. And so cost wise, it would save me a little bit. And I really do like that primer. It works under every foundation that I've used it under. So let's, hodgepodge here. We're gonna pick, I think we used Hourglass, not Hourglass, House Labs. So we're going to take Sigma, we're going to take dark, and we're going to put that here. And you guys are like, girl, you just showed us this. I'm gonna try and schedule this one like a week after the last one, so that way it won't seem like, okay, yeah, it's the same thing. Excuse me. And I still have those cream products to use and put back in rotation too, but I'm just so used to putting on foundation and then powdering down and picking up blushes. But I do want to get back to underpainting a little bit. This is dark. This one came gift with purchase. The first one I used, Bestie sent me. You know what? We did use did we use a Sigma blush? No, but I do think we used the Sigma highlighter. So we're going to, I kind of want to do this, even though we put down powders, which doesn't matter. Not this one, the purple one. We're going to use this purple one from Cosmic Beauty, so I need a different brush for that. So we're going to take, not that brush. We're going to take one of the brushes that we use for, for foundation. We're going to take this Hourglass brush. It is not Real Techniques number 200. We're going to just tap straight in. And we do have powder on, and we did just put on bronzer. Oh, Y'all, this is murky, and it's playing off of the eyeshadow color. So I'm going to go on a side versus straight in, which is what I have been doing. And we're just going to just tap this. This fits the eye. Me looking at it right now is looking like it's playing off of that purple hue. I like this. So we're going in on the side again, just tapping lightly. Y'all, and we are going to put, what did we put over this before? I think we put on, wow. We put on Lavender Blonde over this before from House Labs. Y'all, this, oh. So you can't put creams on top of powders. People may be like, oh, don't do that. Listen, I didn't do the model here, but part of the model is do what you want to and just rock it. And look at this, y'all. You can't tell me I ain't rocking it. You can tell me, but I ain't gonna believe you, because I'm looking at me and I'm like, girl, you fine. I'm like, I know, right? Thank you. And then I'm like, you're welcome. So we are going yeah, I'll be feeling myself. So we are going to take Lavender Blonde from House Labs. I know I be tripping, y'all, and we're going to just tap in. And we did not tap off, and so we're just going in a circle. And so looks like there's a gap, all right there, but now it's gone, y'all. Oh, and because we are putting this powder on top of the cream, it does intensify, because Lavender Blonde, well, it is buildable. I was gonna say it's not this bold, but it is buildable. And going like this, there is no gap. Like over here, there was a gap. I'm still kind of seeing a gap right there that's now gone. So, oh, what, damn, I look good. What, what highlighter? What highlighter? We're gonna pick one not at random. I wanna take, we're going to use the Fenty. I was going to take a House Labs one, but we're going to take this. This side is Moscow Mule, and this is a Fenty one. And so we're going to use this as our highlighter. And we're going to put this here, because this is monochromatic. We have a monochromatic cheek situation. Y'all look. Can you see the shine though? Can you see the glow? So we're going to, pick at random. Ew, Eternal Light from Hourglass. We're gonna pick another one at random. This is Mood Light. So we're gonna do like we did yesterday. And Mood Light, oh, sheer lavender pink. This one, oh, you know, I do like that all over face. But since we also picked Eternal Light, which makes me toasty, we're gonna put that on the face. So we're putting this just under eye. Y'all, I'm liking this Natasha under here. I am liking it. I did realize I don't like it over top of foundation, where the Estee Lauder, this is Eternal Light. The Estee Lauder does say put it on top of foundation, and it does work for me on top of foundation and underneath foundation. But the Natasha, I didn't like how it looked over the foundation, and I think it's because of how it oxidizes just on top of the primer, if that makes sense. And so y'all, look at my face. We're going to edit out doing the upper lash line eyeliner. We're going to edit out doing the mascaras. We're going to do a lip. And for real, this time when we come back, everything will be done. This is our finished look. I thought about doing a brown ombre lip, and then I remembered this. This is Dark Purple number 52 from Sephora. They don't have this number or this name, but they do have a purple. But I think this just adds a pop to the look. The blush, this angle and this angle, the blush does play off of, well, actually all the shades from this angle, but this angle, it looks a little different because of the shifts. But y'all, I am digging this look, and I am excited that everything we used today, 8 shades we used today, they all performed well. And I still do like that little hint of shine from 1966 for our brow bone. So everything functioned well, except some of these just today, those 4. So I am not sure about that. But yeah, we're going to keep it a little while longer, and maybe next time will be the determining factor of the fate of this palette. But we know some people will say makeup doesn't expire. I'm like, bullshit. Makeup does expire. Everything does, or almost everything does. But anyway, we're not going to get to that. But this is the look. I didn't do the intro, but as always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Let me know down below what you think. Like, share, subscribe, join, all that good stuff. And you will see me soon.